Hello there, my beautiful Crab Tribe followers. So previously I did a little video with the skeleton ship, and presuming that was the commander, I showed you a little combo where you could untap it forever. And I thought that was fun to do and put together, and it was short and to the point. So I thought I'd try a few more of these, and here we're going to show you Arcades the Strategist, and a combo we can do with him involving the Word of Winds and the Shield Sphere. Very simply, where Arcades says, whenever a card with Defender enters the battlefield under your control, you draw a card. Word of Winds says you can pay 1, and next time you would draw a card, instead, each player returns a permanent they control to its owner's hand. And then Shield Sphere here is a zero cost wall, so we'll take advantage of that by playing him for free, and then we'll activate Word of Winds in response to the draw trigger so that we don't draw a card, and instead every player returns a permanent they control. They bounce something back, and we'll bounce back the Shield Sphere, and then we'll just play it again and again and again, activating the WIOW card, a Word of Winds, every time, so that we'll bounce back a lot of permanents. And you can do that as many times as you have mana to do. So you could bounce back someone's whole board if you had infinite mana. Oh, and one way you can do that is if you had, going along with our wall theme here, you had the Overgrown Battlement and the Umbra Mantle, and you have at least 4 Defender cards, because that would be enough to untap the Overgrown Battlement and do this over and over again. So infinite mana is pretty good, and there's a lot of ways you could do this besides this combo, but this is just also using walls. And if you wanted to make this even more spicier, you could put in the Aetherflux Reservoir, because we're going to be casting a lot of spells, if not infinite, so that'll build up our life with the Reservoir, and then eventually we can kill someone with that 50 life we'll gain. Also, if you throw in the Beast Whisperer, we'll draw a card off the cast, and then we can still replace the ETB draw, so that we'll draw an extra card there and still bounce everything. And that means you can draw your entire library if you wanted, if you had all that mana to do that. And keep in mind, though, Beast Whisperer is not a May ability, so you will draw cards. And so if you're looking for backups or alternative ways to do this, I thought I'd also tell you that you can use, first of all, just Aloran, because Aloran just lets you play any creature spell that is 3 mana value or less for free at flash speed. So you don't have to worry about just using the Shield Sphere. There are plenty of walls, probably the majority of which are 3 mana or less. So you can just play those, bounce them, play them, bounce them. Also, if you had a Foundry Inspector, there are quite a few artifact walls that would become 0 cost with that out. And also, there's Ugin the Ineffable and a few other cards that reduce colorless spells. So you could have a lot of free walls. And if you didn't care about walls and you were using a different color commander, or if even Jorah was your commander, she could work. Because artifacts are historic, so you could play a lot of 0 cost artifact spells like an Ornithopter, Jeweled Lotus, Mana Crypt, and they just enter the battlefields. You could play 2 of them, bouncing back and forth, and you'd have infinite colorless mana that way. So yeah, those are some alternatives. And finally, there is another way we can take advantage of these cards with Enduring Renewal, our Shield Sphere, and any kind of sack outlet, because we just sacrifice our wall, and then it's returned to our hand, and we can play it again and sacrifice it again and repeat. So you could do that forever, and I mean, if you just had like an Ultra Dementia, you would win that right there with Mill. And you can do all kind of things with that. Though Enduring Renewal comes from a controversial artist, so I'm not going to use that, but I just thought I'd put it out there and you can decide what to do with it. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. You can bounce all the permanents you want, and this is super easy to do. It's budget friendly, and hopefully you found it useful. So if you did, feel free to give a like and a comment, and I'll I just want to wish you guys the best and have a great new year. Thank you guys. Have a good one.